It's not about who you are. It's about who you are becoming. It's not about what you've done in the past. It's about what you could do in the future. It's not about doing the work. It's about who you have to become to do the work. The choices that we make, the work that we do, the effort that we give is bigger than the surface level results. It's why demanding greatness is deeper than a fitness program, than just showing up and doing some exercise. This is a transformation program. It's about reinventing you, and it's about who you become through the journey. Yeah, there is perks along the way. Yeah, there are niceties that come with it. Health, fitness, strength, endurance, aesthetics, confidence, mental toughness, all those things. But it's the man you become through the work that matters. It's the choices that you make along the way that count. It's, all the development through the journey rather than the destination. Because getting into shape relatively is simple and basic. There are nuances as always, but on the surface level, pick up heavy shit, put it back down again. Eat the right types of food. Eat predominantly protein. Drink water. You'll get into reasonable shape. Hell, even with bad programs and things that aren't sustainable, you can get a six-pack. These are things that are plausible and doable, but they are fleeting things. What we are trying to do here through demanding greatness is to change, you fundamentally. You as a person. You as how you show up. You as how you identify yourself. You in all the areas of life. We are trying to improve your life in every aspect. Not just health and fitness, not just exercise, not just nutrition, but all of it. This is bigger than, I got in shape, I lost some weight. Those are niceties and they'll most certainly come with it. But it's what's between the ears that matters. It's what's inside that matters. It's how you show up in those areas that matter. That, my friend, is what we're building towards. That is what we are working on. And that is what truly matters. And, that's the story I undertook. That's why I created it, because I created it for me. Fundamentally and foremost, for me. Because not only was the man in the mirror a sad sack of shit, not only was I, though being quote-unquote the fit guy, the healthy guy, I was lying to myself. That was the height of hypocrisy, and I was rapidly heading myself towards an early grave. I needed to fundamentally shift who I was as a man, as a father, as a husband, to become a better version. And by no stretch of the imagination am I done. But I'm 450 plus days into this journey, into becoming the best version of myself. And it has not been a linear path by any stretch of the imagination. I have made every pitfall, every mistake, took every wrong turn possible along the way, but all to your benefit. Because every time I course correct, every time I work it out, every time it gets better, it means I've refined what I'll deliver for you. I've refined how I'm going to produce the most incredible thing for you. I know how to deliver this now in the shorter, not 450 days. I can get you to where I am now in, I would say, about 126 days, which is about the time it takes to take a negative habit, and replace it with a positive habit. I reckon I can transform you, who you are, build that discipline, that grit, that fortitude, how you show up in the world, build that man of your word in 126 days. You give me a full 12 months and we will ingrain it into you. We'll brand it onto you and you will never look back. You'll never look back. You'll show up consistently as a completely different man every single day. And that's what this is about. Because, look, fitness programs, as I said, are a dime a dozen. Anyone can do it. Look, I do firmly believe that mine is still better. But that's up for debate. It depends on what you're going for. But more than just getting into great physical shape is, as I said, who you are fundamentally on the inside. Not just the body you see in the mirror, but the man you see in the mirror. Who that man shows up as. Who that man comes across as. That is what we are building. That is what we are working towards. It isn't just abs or strength. It's leading by example. It's being a man of your word. It's showing your children what follow-through looks like. It's giving your children the greatest head start possible. That they just know that if daddy says it's getting done, it's fucking getting done. And yeah, we can build that into you in 126 days. Building it into so that everybody else believes it, that takes time. That takes commitment. That takes never missing. That takes showing up every single day without fail. No questions asked. No matter what. That's what's required on that end. And for longer than you want it to. But I always use the analogy, and it applies to fitness, but it also applies to this as well, that you didn't get here overnight. You didn't wake up 30 kilos overweight because you had one bad meal. You didn't break your word one time and now nobody believes you when you say you're going to do something. You didn't not follow through one time and end up here. Most likely, it's a lifetime of doing that. If not, at least an inconsistent track record of not following through, of not being a man of your word, of not making the right choices. So now it's time to actually make the right choices. Now it's time to actually do the right things. Now it's time to, well, follow the fuck through. As I spoke about it the other day, when people ask, what's the cost? Well, there is no cost. There's just an investment. It's only a cost. It's only going to cost you money if you don't follow through. And the reason why you're scared and the reason why you're nervous about it is because you don't believe yourself. You don't believe you. You don't believe that you will follow through. Therefore, putting some skin in the game, putting yourself out there, is scary as fuck and daunting because you go, what if I fail? What if I don't do the work? The only way to fail is to not follow through. The only way to not get a return on investment, an ROI, is to not do the work. So as long as you follow through, as long as you know that you are the guy who will do the work, it's just going to be an ROI. And it's going to be the greatest return on investment that you have ever seen in your life. Because nothing delivers better for you than investing into you. You're the thing that drives everything. What's up here is what dictates your life. So investing into something that improves your mental clarity, your mental capacity, that how you show up, that you become a man of your word, anything that improves that is going to have a positive ROI in your life. Guaranteed. Unquestionably guaranteed. And fitness in general has that. It has what's called the halo effect, where everything in their lives get better. Their nutrition, their sleep, their relationships, the way they earn money, all of that kind of stuff improves from being in better shape. But this is deeper than that. This is about a commitment. This is about a follow through. This is about never missing. This is about always following through. And that's where you need to be. And that's what you need to do. And that's why you need to get into demanding greatness. Because it's not about who you are right now. It's about who you will become on the other side of doing this work. It's about the difference this will make in every area of your life. This is about, well, so much more than just health and fitness, than exercise. It's about everything. So the question becomes, my friend, are you willing to invest into you? Are you willing to invest into you, the thing that dictates your entire life? Because if you are, I can promise you, as long as you follow through, we will change your life. We will change your entire world. And you will be shocked where in 126 days, 12 months from now, you're at, and how much better and different your life is. But it takes that first step. It takes that first moment of courage. It takes getting some skin in the game and making that decision that, well, you're ready to follow through. It's daunting because you haven't been that man. You haven't. Neither was I. It took me multiple attempts, like 5 or 6 attempts, to pull my head out of my ass and actually do what was required to follow through, to actually do the work to step forward. But I had to become a different man. And so do you. Because I'm pretty certain, if you're still here at this point, you hate what's going on in this life. You hate where you're at. And you want something different. So let's make it happen. Let's get you into demanding greatness. So either click the link in my bio or shoot me a message and let's change the game for you. Until then.